Hey Virgo, how are you? Welcome to our weekly get together. It's our day, Wednesday. I hope everyone's doing really well. If you would be interested, you can book a reading with me. Email me, rubyreadstarot at hotmail.com. It's the only way to book a reading with me. All donations made to the channel are so greatly appreciated. You can find out where to do so in the description box. A bit of a unplanned, unprepared message. I've got the Rider-Waite, I've got the Romance Oracle by Doreen Virtue, and we'll do one per each sign at the end of the reading, so your whatever's going on with you in the other sign. And I've also got the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. So Virgo, timeless message. Whenever you find this, it's for you. If you want to get the benefits of the reading, you have got to be subscribed and you have got to hit the thumbs up button. Otherwise, the reading slips through your fingers. And if that's not something that works for you, please know karma is so real. The energy that you bring here is the energy that will be returned to you in kind. And if you want to reap the benefits of the reading, you've got to be subscribed and you have got to hit the thumbs up button, and that's just the way it is here. Okay, all right. So before we get into anything, let's get a yummy deep breath in. Let's go with Virgo. 1, 2, 3. All right, let it all go. What message do I need to give Virgo in their highest and best good for all and everyone involved? What does Virgo need to know? Two cards. The Magician and the Page of Wands. So Virgo, there is this energy within you. It's, I think, a lot to do with the current astrological climate, a lot of planets being in the sign of Aries at the moment, including your own sign. And what this is really saying, Virgo, is that there is this drive, this push, this passion that is being conjured within you. This is so that you will get passionate and move towards a direction of being that Virgo who is so intrinsically connected to Earth that making magic, manifesting is light work. You might find that there are messages that are being brought forward to you when you're in the zone. There is, however, Virgo, a need here for you to really be quite intentional about your thoughts and your thinking. As above, so below. So the energy of the thoughts that you are entertaining right now will be what you're seeing play out in your 3D. You're really being told right now, Virgo, there is a need for you to really look at the tricks up your sleeves, right? What resources do you have at hand? Right now really is a time where you can make the most of your resources, the things that you know work for you, the things that you know contribute to you being that Virgo in that mercurial, with this extra Aries energy added power. You can be that magician who can co-create everything you want if you're willing to take the messages that are coming through to you right now intuitively from your guides, from God, from nature, and work with it. Right, Virgo, you're being advised to work with what you got. It's a big chunk. I'm not going to take those. Work with what you got, Virgo. There's something here about you kind of having to ignore the rest of the world and really look at this from a fresh perspective, fresh new eyes. There is almost a need for you to be almost like a novice when it comes to how you apply your practical magic, Virgo, and what it is that you're looking to create in this time for yourself right now. If you wish, you can use this opportunity to be really quite resourceful right now, Virgo. And it is saying, listen, you've got everything that you need in terms to create and co-create everything that you want. Temperance, card of Sagittarius, and the Emperor, Aries energy. All right, Virgo. Come back to your magic. Come back to yourself. Come back to all of the tricks up your sleeve. Come back to all of the things that you know work for you. Okay? Look at things in a brand new perspective with fresh new eyes. What you're being given right now is an opportunity to alchemize and co-create all of the things that you know that you need to take authority on. This is leadership, this is entrepreneurial spirit, this is a fair and a just leader. This is someone 10 toes down, right? Ready to throw it down as and when needed. There is something here about you really putting aside the rest of the world, putting aside what everybody else has done or what somebody else is doing or blah, 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 all of that nonsense, and really focus on yourself right now, okay? The energy that you have has to be used towards creating. The way you're thinking right now has to be about eternity, for the long run, for the grander scheme of things, for the larger picture. You've got all of the tricks up your sleeve. One of the things that you're gonna have to understand right now is what somebody else is doing, what they did, can't be of any concern to you right now, because your energy and your attention has to be completely at the matter at hand. What are you creating and what are you doing to persevere in creating the alchemy that is needed from you in order to move, in order to receive the message, in order to progress? Because there is a need of dominance and domination on your part, especially when it comes to what you are creating. For the majority of you, if you work, your projects are what you're creating. If you are working from home, or if you are a housewife, or even if you've retired, there's always 101 things that a person is manifesting and creating simultaneously, always. And the message here so far is you've kind of got to look at things from a brand new, fresh perspective, and you've really got to take your attention off of what anybody else is doing, whatever else is going on in the world right now. You need to be in the flow, and you need to be in this alchemist energy of knowing that you are currently transmuting things from one state to the next. 9 of Wands. The more you appreciate all of the burdensome things that you know, and all of the struggles and all of the hard work that it took you to accumulate, all of the things that are providing a bit of a security blanket or a security barrier between you and the rest of the world, is putting you in a position of the utmost power. So if right now the energy is really stressing, focus on yourself. Focus on the things that you know that you've got the potential of creating once you decide to really wear that alchemist hat and make the magic. The 9 and the 10 of Swords. Virgo, it's so blatantly obvious. Whatever this struggling, whatever this burdensome energy, whatever this lack mindset, whatever it was, you are reaching the end of the line with that. The burdensome energy has now come to an end. And it's your responsibility to alchemize the energy of feeling burdened, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like there was just so much going on, to more of a streamlined and conducive energy of getting it done, right? There is an authority that you're going to have to take over the things that you are being asked to close the cycle on, especially if they were things that involved you struggling, if they were things that involved you suffering or you having to fight for your rights and all of this like really intense, like, oh, it's so heavy, it's so burdensome, no. You're gonna have to really get over that, because what that did was that put you in a position, Aries energy, of the utmost authority over yours. Own it. This is boss energy, right? This is entrepreneurial leader energy, Virgo, and this is what is being asked of you. There is somewhere where you're gonna have to transmute the idea of even imposter syndrome, where looking at this again, it's almost like, listen, look at things from a brand new eye, because you are no longer the novice, you're now the expert. No longer the novice, Virgo. Which means respect your craft, respect your art, respect your contribution right now, because you are being put in a position where the authority that you decide to take over certain situations, especially situations which have felt burdensome and overbearing, you are going to have to look at them from a brand new perspective of you being the authoritarian who has and who can take charge to get things done as and when they need to get done, because you have the tricks up your sleeve, you've got the resources that you need to step into alchemist energy right now, and any imposter syndrome or any playing less or playing small cannot be warranted right now. It just cannot. It can't. And you know what, Virgo, I have been putting up so many you only get the benefits of these readings if you're subscribed and if you give the thumbs up also, because how much more are you gonna give and let people come in with their dirty muddy shoes and take whatever they want and then not even give you back? How long is that cycle going to continue on for? You have the opportunity right now to take authority and ownership over all of the stuff that has been done to create more weight on your life. So, frankly speaking, if you want to come here and take my readings, but you can't leave a thumbs up, you're not welcome here. Nothing benefits you, because karma is so real. Karma is so real. If you're going to come here and think you can take without giving back, none of it applies to you. You get nothing. Especially from here, you get nothing. Right? This is you needing to take that kind of authority over what you have struggled and strived to create and to build, and to honor that. Right? But the energy of struggling and striving is not forever. It's part of this journey. It's not the whole story. So where is it that you are being told that all of these things that you had to struggle and fight and really suffer to accumulate so that you could create this protective barrier for yourself between you and the world, when is that energy going to stop? When is the cycle going to be wound up on that? When are the energy of that gonna kind of transform into something else? Because it's now come to this point where you are being told, put the burdens down. Stop expecting the worst. Get out of the energy of struggling and striving and all of this kind of lower vibrational stuff. What you had to create to put you in a position of ownership and authority over who you are. Stop wasting your time. It is now time to create. Right? You're not a novice. You are a trained expert, and it is up to you to use your magic in a way that is conducive to not only you building a future for yourself, that means protection for yourself, but that also means get off of the victim mentality. This is so hard. Oh my God, they did that and they did that. No. Stop it. The world isn't for struggling, and it's not for striving. It's for striving. If you wish to take authority over what you're creating, over your life right now, you will find that things move very smoothly in the flow. Because there are works that you have done previously. There are things that you did without expecting any returns on them. But guess what? What goes around comes around. The good work that you've done is now coming back in. And this can be the other way around also. Like, if you have been out here literally thinking that it's okay for you to come here with your dirty shoes and take whatever you want and go, that's coming back around also. What else does Virgo need to know? There's a lot of ones here. Planning and preparation, Virgo. The good that you find coming into your life right now, for all the hard work that you actually did, right? You will need a plan. And you will need time to prepare. Now that means getting away from the maddening crowd, finding a safe space, normally the hermit's cave, and really getting your head down and planning and preparing, looking at things from a bird's eye view to see everything in a way that you know that you've covered all of the bases. And so right now absolutely is a time to put down the burdens, expect good, and plan and prepare. A fresh perspective, as well as the willingness to use your resources, use all of the things that you are so knowledgeable on, the things that you have learned up until now. Break down these conventions that did not work for you, that did not serve you, that were built on shaky ground. This is an imbalanced root chakra. And this is also saying, Virgo, stuff that you know just was not working for you, let it crumble. You know why? Because the more authoritative and the more in charge you are of your space, of your work, of your creation, the more fulfilled, the more content, and the more satisfied, and the more gratified you feel. And so, it's up to you. Don't let anybody walk all over you. Don't let people come in with their dirty shoes, take whatever they want, and then leave. Protect what is yours and let the stuff that didn't work, that never served you, that only depleted you, that only made you feel empty, let the tower crumble on that. The utmost contentment, happiness, a fulfilling home, a legacy that's actually worth having. This is the prize. And this is open to you. And you can receive this if you want it. But you know what? There's somewhere where you're going to have to stand up for yourself. And there is something where you're going to have to take a bit of ownership over what it is you're doing with your time and what it is that you're creating. And if you're really using those skills, those lessons wisely. And if you're really using them in such a way that actually confirms, hey, you know what? You actually know what you're talking about. Being a novice, playing smaller than you are, than you should be, like, what is that doing for you? Really and truly, what is that doing? I feel like this is only look at what's under this. Capricornian Devil card energy, the 10 of Swords and the Tower card. It would serve so many for you to be stuck in toxic bonds and loops, playing small, so that other people can light fire up your ass and get you to do exactly as they want you to do. But you are being told here, listen, how much more of that backstabbing is going to tint the rest of your life like a filter? When are you going to allow that shit to come to an end? When are you literally going to allow yourself to override all of this very like Wands energy? Transformative. When are you going to allow yourself to convert all of that into something that you know that you truly deserve, which is the peace and the peace of mind of a happy home? So stop giving your power away externally and take hold of your own authority. You're creating this and you've been given the key to literally make what you want of it. And you know what? For that, you're going to need a plan. Because all of the resources that are coming in now are things that you've already worked hard for. So don't squander it off, right? Living in a, oh, this is so burdensome, oh, this is too much, oh, this is so heavy. Stop it. Take your attention off of other people. Put that attention back on yourself. There is magic that you are now being expected to make. Connect to your Mercury. Connect to your Mercury placement. Remaining in the flow. Remaining able. Remaining willing. Remaining authoritative over your expenditure of energy. Give and take. That's it. There's a line under that. Give and take. If it's not that, it's nothing. Virgo, how much more do you have to give? And why? Why should you be the one giving? If you're not receiving, stop right now. Because the only thing that comes out of that is being drained and feeling smaller than you actually are and showing up in the world way smaller than you are. Take ownership. Take authority. Take it in your stride that you have worked for this level of power. And if others can't respect it, then you know what? Do it. Look, how many more plugs? How many more toxic bonds and toxic relationships and demands on you and your time? You are the only one. You literally are the only one who can ascend from this, rise from the dead. Understand there's no more room in that back for more deceit, for more swords. Every single sword is a plug, plugged into you, draining you. But there's a new dawn that's coming up on that if you will let certain towers collapse. That includes toxic bonds with people that are literally there to drain you of your energy. If you wish to change things up for yourself right now, stop looking at what everybody else is doing. You need to stop caring what anyone else is saying or doing, right? They've done what they've done, and that's their karma. And you know what? No one can escape karma. Absolutely no one. Because universal laws were here way before media and social media, right? This is what the world's been going on for the longest time, way before you and I even got here. So leave those that think they can go around hurting others and getting away with it, because no one gets away with that kind of stuff. Let's be realistic. Just because certain new age people want to twist the meaning of karma doesn't mean that's going to actually change what the definition of karma is. What goes around comes around. That's it. If you're willing to keep your energy clean, if you are willing to use this energy to create, to use your resources, instead of thinking, oh, I need this and I don't have this and stop. You've got everything you need. Make magic with it. Let's get a message for Virgo in their highest and best good. What does Virgo need to hear? Virgo's highest and best good only. What does Virgo need to know? Firm foundation. This is a time with all these planets in Aries that you work on your foundation, right? That's your base. It's the base of your spine. Put your back into it. Create from a place of security. You can't let anybody shake those foundations. And those faulty foundations that were up, that didn't work, that didn't really serve you, Virgo, let them come down. And you know what? you've got an opportunity right now to build in place of them something firm, something strong, something that's going to last. Real contentment doesn't come from flimsy shit, okay? Base chakra, Virgo, 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 Virgo. Pay attention. Pay attention when I'm speaking. Base chakra, firm foundation. Jupiter in Cancer, work on the home. Sun, Mercury, Neptune. Who else? So many other planets. All in the sign of Aries right now. And it is saying to you, have the guts enough to create some security for yourself, for your future. Stop depending on others. Stop looking at others, especially others that you know have literally tried to keep you in toxic chokeholds. What do? The stringing people along, especially if this is Capricornian energy stringing you along. How much longer for Virgo? What kind of nonsense is that? You're worth so much more than that. There is a real need for you to get your base chakra healed and activated. You are being told to start from your foundation and work your way to the top. The ships that you may have been waiting for, may not have even thought would ever come through, are now rolling in. Plan and prepare and use your time wisely. You've reached the end of a very burdensome cycle. Now with that is going to come some feeling of not being sure of where you belong or what to do next. And the best way to get through that is by working on your root chakra. By understanding that your assignment moving forward after these flimsy towers that really never worked for you anyway, when all of that comes down, you're left with a clean terrain. And what are you going to build in place of those faulty towers? The truth. There is somewhere, Virgo, where you're really going to have to look at the truth of the situation. Especially when it comes to how safe and secure you feel within yourself and how much you trust yourself to create in place of things that you know just did not work. Transformation and intuition. You working on your base chakra with the truth about yourself and who you are and what you know that you've come here to do, which is creating some stability and security for yourself. If you remain very intuitive over the things that you know are pulling you in a direction which are literally like more swords in your back, be cognizant, be aware, be truthful about where you're being led astray, strung along. Where is it that these promises of, you know, like future faking and stuff like that, where is it that you might be needing to take a really good look at that? And where is it where you can understand that there's no going back from the betrayal, that, you know, those swords that were deliberately stuck in your back, there's no going back. There's no going back to that. When will you let the new dawn come up on that? When will you realize that nothing is going to work without a firm foundation? And if you are willing to take authority, and if you're willing to take charge by creating the firm foundation that you need without hanging on to yesterday's heavy shit, you move forward. And you know what? You move forward in the direction of the utmost success. So you've got a decision right now to make. Which one is it that you are aligning with? The betrayed, backstabbed, no more swords in that back energy, so heavily plugged into everyone has got access to you and your, you know, all of your chakras whenever they want, or the one that's so heavily overburdened, hella strong in the process of it, but just living in this energy of just like, oh, everything is such a struggle and everything is such a burden, or the one who's like, you know what, sod all of that. Happiness comes from within. I create my contentment. And that's exactly what I am doing right now. That's exactly what I'm alchemizing right now. That's exactly how I'm using my time right now to create something really, really real. Stop falling for the okie doke. Stop falling for this devil's nonsense. He wants to keep you hooked and he wants to keep you trapped. Is that what you want for yourself? Because if that's what you want for yourself, guess what? There are thousands here that are willing to hook into you and suck you dry of everything good. But you know what? The tower is collapsing on all of that. Make the home run. Decide for yourself that you are worth so much more than this. And when you've decided and when you're clear in your energy, you see evidences of this. Everyone, if you wish to claim this message, you've got to be subscribed and you've got to hit the thumbs up. Otherwise, none of this applies to you. You get no benefits of nothing from me. And that's just how it is. And this is someone speaking from experience. Someone who has allowed other people to literally do this to her. Tap in and drain. Do you know what I mean? And overcoming that and coming out of that energy can take a lot. Now, if you've got a lot to give up and squander to people, places that don't even deserve it, you go right ahead. Good for you. And if you are done with that energy, claim what's yours and do it with some authority, right? Now, that comes without being scared of what somebody else has to think. If they don't like it, they can leave. He's not here with someone else making that magic. Who's helping him alchemize? These people are in the zone. They know what they're doing because they've done it before. And they're clear in their mind. They're secure in their foundation enough. They're comfortable enough. They're safe enough to use all that excessive energy that was literally being sapped out of you by carrying all of this heavy, burdensome shit that was literally being strung along by the devil himself. Can you get in the zone? And can you create? You know what you want to create for yourself? Be honest. Accept this as a transformation. Use your intuition if you really want to be like savvy about it. But what you're creating now is a safe space for yourself. What you're creating now is the foundation that you need in order to create everything else on. And you know what? Without authority, without a plan, that might not happen. So you decide. Are you a page or are you the emperor? And if you're the emperor, this is your responsibility because that's what they do it for. The safety and the protection and the love and the good health and the general well-being of everyone else, as well as themselves. So we're going to go onto the romance angels. And we're going to pick a card for Virgo in every sign. What does Virgo need to know from every sign about their love life right now? Let's start with Aries. All right, Virgo and Aries. What does Virgo need to know about this Aries? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I think, Virgo, there's an Aries that's very, very much in love with you. And I feel like they might be making some sort of expression of love. They might be going ahead to make the romantic gesture. And if they do, I really think it's a good idea for you to express your love with that person also. Expressing your love. There's got to be love there in the first place. And if it is something that is honest and sincere and genuine, it will always work. For Virgo and Taurus, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I feel like Virgo and Taurus, there may be somebody else, Virgo, for you that has really kind of taken your attention off of this Taurian energy. Let's see the message for Virgo and Gemini. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So Virgo and Gemini, I think you guys both know that you are each other's person and that you could potentially be the one for each other. So maybe take that seriously, okay? Virgo and Cancer. What does Virgo need to know about the Cancer? How is their relationship going? Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's really nice. Stay optimistic about you and this Cancerian. Alright, who next? Leo. Virgo and Leo. What's the message for Virgo in a relationship with Leo? Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Congratulations, guys. Looks like Leo and Virgo are taking the next step towards commitment. Happy days. Virgo and Virgo. What is the message for Virgo and Virgo? What does Virgo need to know for Virgo? Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So Virgo and Virgo, it's probably a good idea for both of you to stay optimistic about the relationships or the relationship and maybe practice having a bit of faith. Virgo and Libra. What is the message for Virgo and Libra? One message only. And that is children. Your love life is being affected by children. So I feel like there is somewhere where you guys need to heal the family dynamic. And if there are pregnancies, then please be healthy and put the children first. Virgo and Scorpio. What does Virgo and Scorpio need to know? Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you two together. So Virgo, you might need to do exactly that. Pray on the situation, remain consistent with your affirmations, and visualize the pair of you being together. Virgo and Sagittarius. What does Virgo need to know romantically about their situation with Sagittarius? One card only, please. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So Virgo and Sagittarius, looks like you're reconciling. Virgo and Capricorn. What does Virgo need to know about their romance with a Capricorn? Virgo and Capricorn. One card for Virgo and Capricorn. Learn, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. There is some forgiving that needs to be done in this relationship. I don't know if that's you forgiving them, Virgo, or them forgiving you, but either way, forgiveness is something that really clears the air in a beautiful way. Try it. Virgo and Aquarius. What does Virgo need to know about their relationship with the Aquarius? Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Virgo and Pisces. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So Virgo and Pisces, I feel like you're both coming together to sit down and have a chat about how you feel. And I think what better person to do that with than the Pisces. And so it's probably a good idea, Virgo, for you to be honest and to be very forthright and to be very upfront and to be very truthful about how you feel about what's happened, and see where it is that you can go from there. Guys, a very firm, authoritarian, Martian message for you today. I hope everyone enjoyed that. Book a reading with me. Email me, rubyreadstarot@hotmail.com. To everybody who booked a special for the birthday, thank you so much. That was a really good weekend. Leave it a thumbs up, leave the video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing, and I shall catch you again soon. Lots of love, guys.